What's going on? Hey, you guys. Oh my gosh. Welcome back to Adventures of Ty. I have truly missed you guys. Have y'all missed me? If this is your first time joining me, my name is Tyantha Brown. I go by Ty. I moved my entire family from North Carolina, United States, to Mexico. We've been here now for over a year. Oh my gosh. And when I tell you, life has happened. It's been amazing. Some good, some mishap, some bad, however you want to call it. But we are here. We're still here. We have grown so much stronger as a family. I've grown so much as a person, as just a human being. My children the same. When I tell you, it's been an amazing adventure. So let's get to it. So here we are in our second home. So our first home, we started out in a completely furnished house within a Pravada, and we loved it. We enjoyed that home, but we outgrew the home. It was an older home, and we decided to move after our lease was up. We moved into a semi-furnished home. So semi-furnished, basically we had the living room furniture, which was a sofa, a love seat, and a chair, and we also had the dining room table and chairs. Since then, we have beds. I must say that we have beds now. This bed back here in the background, welcome to my room, by the way. This bed in the background, my amazing, one of my amazing subscribers, Miss Leisha, she gave me this bed. Her home that she's renting had 2 bedrooms, 2 beautiful beds, and she only needed one. She wanted to use that space as a, just a sitting area. So she decided to give me her bed. So of course I'm just using this bed until her lease is up. But once that happens, I will eventually get me a, my own bed. But for the time being, I'm loving it. I'm loving, the way it filled the space. We are no longer echoing in this room when I work. You'll see my workstation back there. Of course, like I said, we're just kind of getting things together. So my workstation consists of my computer and a chair. And this is where I do my work, on my bed, and I just work from there. So, of course, we've gotten a lot of other things. All the kids and my dad now have beds. They are loving it. We've gotten some other things, just some things to kind of just fill the space. This is a huge house. So this is a 3-bedroom home, but it has a service room. What that service room consists of, it's just it's a livable space. Typically in Mexico, you would have, someone come in and do, yard work or clean your home, and they actually have living areas for the people that are servicing their home. And so that is what we're calling our 4th bedroom. But each bedroom has its own bathroom. So the master bedroom, which is where we are here, has its own bathroom, beautiful walk-in closet, and all of the other bedrooms have their own walk-in closets as well as bathroom as well. So my dad is downstairs. He's loving it. He has his own space. The girls and myself and DJ, we're all upstairs. So let's get to it, y'all. So I'm so excited to just kind of get back to what I love. I love being in front of the camera. Y'all know how I do. I had to put me some lashes on, a little bit of lipstick. It's been a minute. This is a beautiful dress that I recently bought at one of the markets. As y'all can tell, I've lost a little bit of weight. Yeah. And I'm loving it. I'm feeling amazing. I no longer drink 3 to 4 sodas a day. I had to let them Pepsis and Coca-Colas, let it go. Kool-Aid, yeah. Now I am on this amazing, show you here. This is Be Light. You guys can see that. Be Light. I try to drink at least one of these a day. They have some amazing flavors. This one is mango, but they have other flavors as well. So yeah, I've been slimming on down, you know. I'm about to start doing a little bit of workouts, trying to tone myself up a little bit. But I feel great, y'all. I feel great. My family is good. My dad is doing amazing. So my dad just had a birthday on the 22nd of October. He turned 68 years old. He is doing awesome, y'all. You know, he's really thriving here. He started out, he really didn't even want to come, to tell you the truth. You know, it was, I basically just came here on faith, you know. The reason I made this big move was because a number of things. Of course, the way things are going in this day and age, you know, things aren't getting any better, I believe. You know, as far as, you know, y'all know it. I ain't even gonna go into it, but it's crazy, y'all, in the United States right now. And I just feel like it's gonna get worse. So with that, on top of just wanting something different for my family, you know, I know how tough it was for me, and I know that, you know, my kids, you know, a lot of times history kind of repeats itself. And, you know, I didn't want my kids to go through a lot of the things that I went through. So I wanted them to have a different experience, you know. And so they are here in the United States learning a new way of life. People here are so amazing. They're so kind. They're so giving. They're so family oriented. They work hard here. You know, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of amazing people like that in the United States. There are some amazing places that I've never even been before in the United States. But here is just a different experience. I don't know. I feel like from the very first day I landed in Cancun, it was just, it's magical. That's about the only way I can explain it. It's just a feeling that is just very hard to explain. If you've ever traveled here to the Yucatan, in particular, maybe you guys can share some of your experiences or share how you felt when you arrived. I felt this the entire time that I've been here, even through some of the you know, the bad stuff that I've been through. I still felt that magical, just spiritual presence here. So that's why we still here, and I have no intention on going back. I really don't want to go back. My family is happy here. My dad said bury him here. I'm like, he talking about some bury him in the backyard, dig a hole and bury him. I'm like, Daddy, I ain't trying to go to jail. You know I can't do that. But he's like, he don't want to go back to the United States. So we've been here, like I said, over a year and a half, almost a year and a half now, and oh my gosh, we have come a very, very long way. When I started out, I was, you know, just trying to get acclimated, I guess you could say, or just kind of get adjusted to move into a whole new country. I never traveled outside of the country before, never really traveled too many places in the United States, so this was very new to me. I knew nothing. I saw a video online. Shout out to Cortez. I started watching his channel and I became hooked. I saw how happy, or I guess you could say how free he and his family were. Just that sense of freedom and that sense of peace, safety. Was another huge thing for me. And so after watching the first video, I continued to watch. I started, watching any and everything that I could learn about Mérida in particular. And once I was convinced, I just started, putting a little bit of coin aside, planning, getting rid of stuff. I was living in a trailer park in the United States with me and my 3 kids and my dad. So just kind of go back just a little bit. So prior to moving here, I was living a pretty good life. I was working a really good job, making 20 some dollars an hour, $21, $22 an hour. But I was away from home a good majority of the time. I was working a 9 to 5, and same as a lot of moms, single moms or just moms in general. You work, and by the time you come home, you're tired, and you have nothing left other than to try to cook and make sure the kids is good, and then it's time to get up and do it all over again. So I have been doing that for a very long time, and then my mom passed, and so in that my dad came to live with us. Of course, I wouldn't have seen it any other way because that's my dad, and I never would want to see my dad in some type of nursing home or just feeling like there's no one for him, there's no place for him to go. And so he has been with me now for over 4.5 years. And so even with all of that, the good, I had a pretty, like I said, a good job, but I'm still living check. Things, even with my dad's income, things were still just tough. I never felt like I could get ahead. I never felt like I could have anything more. I was kind of stuck. I hadn't made the best decisions in my life. I had, repossessed cars on my credit, which is a big deal in the United States. I also had an eviction. I had been evicted from my previous, I was living in an apartment. I lived there for about 6 months. It was a terrible apartment, stuff was falling apart. Long story short, I tried to get out of the deal, they wouldn't let me out. So, of course, I ain't paying no rent. I moved on, found the trailer park that I moved from, and they stuck me with an eviction. And so, y'all know that stays on your credit for 7 years. And so, I was on like year, 3, and I was like, the trailer park was too small. By the time my dad got there, I had 3 kids. So my son slept on the couch for a year, and then they switched. My son took my daughter's room, and my 2 girls moved into the living room. And we put their bunk beds right there in the living room, and they slept in the living room in their bunk beds for over a year. And it just got to a point I was like, look, I work hard every single day. Why can't I get ahead? You know what I mean? It was like, I don't know. It was like that Tupac song, "We ain't meant to survive. It's a setup." You know what I mean? It's like it was very easy to get, these government benefits like food stamps, and I could have gone on Section 8. I don't know what type of wait list they had going on, and other things like that, or move to projects in here. I could have done all of that. There's nothing wrong with it. No shame in any of that. But I just wanted something different. I wanted to try another way, And so after seeing, the things that I saw on YouTube and how easy it was and how safe it was and how affordable it was, I decided to just step out there on faith. And that's exactly what I did. I had no real plan. I had steps, but my goal was to just get here. I felt like if I got here, I can move from there, make moves from there. That's how I always survive, in my life. It's like, even with jobs, I don't even have a high school diploma. So, in jobs, it's like, you show me what to do, show me one time for the most part, and I got it. And that's how it was with here. It was like, just let me get there and I'm gonna survive. And that's what I've been doing, y'all, just surviving. When we got here, things were great for the first couple of months, but it takes a while. Just because you move to this amazing place, it doesn't necessarily mean things are gonna just like that get better. That does not mean that. Everything that you struggle with and everything that, all the issues and things that you had back then or back there, you bring it here, and you have to learn to survive, and you have to learn to adjust and make those changes in your life and your way of thinking. And eventually things get better, and that's exactly what's happened here. So like I said, when we first got here, things were pretty easy. We had saved up money, and y'all, if y'all follow my story, y'all know how things ended up. I got to a point I couldn't even, barely pay my bills, I'm borrowing money, calling this person, that person, y'all know. I'll probably call one of y'all, and if it had not been for, God, oh my gosh, if it had not been for God, if it had not been for my family, if it had not been for you guys, my true subscribers that help with donations, and if it had not been for y'all, I don't even know. I really don't know how I made it. There were times where I was ready to just be like, look, I give up. I was ready to just go back. But you sit and you think, I done gave up everything. I left everything back at home. So it was like, what was I going back to? I remember when we was living in the provider and things, got to a point where it was just like, when my dad got sick, I was like, look, I don't know if I can do this. So I can remember packing up all our luggage, like, look, we about to go back. We got to go back to the United States. And we, all got together and we had to make an executive decision, like, okay, is this really what we want to do? Can we make it? Can we get through this? And we did it. We did it. We packed them bags, unpacked them, took them bags right on back upstairs, unpacked them, and we decided to tough it out. You know what I mean? No matter what, we were gonna, stick together as a family and tough it out. There were times where we was eating chicken wings every single day. They got this grocery store, Shadrari. They got a great deal on chicken wings. So we was eating chicken wings or chicken legs, chicken quarters, whatever. We was eating this every single day, chicken and rice. We might mix it up every now and then with something, but we did this about every day for a minute, y'all. It was like going back in time, when I grew up, my kids, it's taught them a lot, y'all. When I tell you, my kids are so humble, they're so just amazing, because they understood, that sometimes you got to sacrifice, to get where you're trying to go. Sometimes you got to, go without, and they get that, they understand that, and I'm so thankful that I have these amazing children, that has understood, and now they're able to see, just recently, we have been able to get a lot of the things that we have needed. We slept on air mattresses for a minute, y'all. When we first got here, like I said, we didn't have anything. So actually, the first couple of days, we was on this floor, on these hard tile floors. That's what we slept. We upgraded to hammocks, and then it was the air mattresses. Now we all have beautiful beds. Might I add, these beds are custom beds, y'all. So we found this amazing place in Mérida. that gave us a great deal on custom bed. So now my bed is not custom. Again, this is the bed that was given to me, but my headboard was custom made. I don't know if you can tell the color, but it's like a nice brown type color, and it's got the little cushioning and all of that there, so it feels really, really good. This is a king bed, but my kids and my dad, they have custom beds. So basically, it's just the wood, the base is custom made out of wood, and then the mattresses, they're great mattresses, seated posturepedic mattresses, and then we got the custom headboards for all of them. So. And when I tell you, this was all very, very affordable. And when I tell you they go to work, we went in, me and DJ, we went to this place, and there's just one little lady that's in there, and we just kind of walked around, kind of picked out, we sat on all the mattresses, trying to figure out which one we wanted to go with. And once we got it all together, mind you, I don't speak, I done been here for over a year now, but I speak poquito español still. I'm working on it, y'all. I'm still practicing. But I speak poquito español, and she spoke no English, but we worked it out. We figured out, okay, what kind of base we want, what size base we want, which mattress we want, what kind of headboard, what color headboard, what color fabric. We was able to figure all of this out right there in the store, and they delivered the beds the very next day. I'm sorry, they delivered the beds the same day, and the headboards, which was custom because they had to do the fabric of our choice, that was delivered the next day. So these guys, when I tell y'all, they be on it. To deliver the same day and then get the headboards, the custom headboards the next day, that's great. And again, very affordable. We found a lot of these places on Facebook Market. That's where we got our refrigerator from. We found a beautiful refrigerator. We found a place on Facebook Market, sent a little message, boom, boom, boom. We went there. Again, it's very safe. It's not something that we would do in the United States. But we went to this gentleman's house. He had a garage full of used refrigerators that he repairs or whatever. And we picked out what we wanted. He delivered it the next day. And this was just, like I said, all of this was probably about a month ago, probably less than a month ago. We just had air conditioners installed. So my dad did not have an air conditioner in his room. And we went to the same place that we got these beds and the headboards. They sell air conditioners as well. Again, very affordable. They delivered it and came back and installed. These air conditioners are ours. Everything that we bought is ours. If we decide to leave or move, we can take it and to the next house, or we can sell it. Whatever we want to do is ours, and it's paid for. It's no rent-a-center A-rate type thing going on here. That's all great, but that's what got me in trouble in the United States. So we're making it happen, y'all. We're slowly but surely starting to build, and everything is going great. Like I said, the kids are good. They in school, online school. I still, at some point, want to get them in face-to-face school, but right now they're doing their online classes. They all have their laptops, and I got them desks. Oh my gosh, y'all. So my girls got these beautiful desks. Each one of them has a desk where they can sit at and do their work with their laptop in their room, and they won't be disturbed. That way they can get everything they need to get done and go about the rest of their day. Our life is so relaxed now versus when we were in the United States. Even my son, we had a lot of anxiety, which, oh my gosh, the stress, stress is like the #1 killer. That has gone. I no longer have that anxiety. My girls, oh my gosh, we spend so much more time together as a family. We're here in this house, a good portion of the time. If we go anywhere, we typically we do everything together. So, we bonded. Something that of course you have that bond as parents and, and your child, but it's different when you are like this close. We're like right here. You know what I mean? We're like right here. So, I get to spend that time with my kids. I try to do the one-on-one, every day. We're in each other, we're having those conversations, we're laughing. Even my dad, a lot of times, my dad, he's very quiet, but we try to get him involved as well, get him out the house. He has, oh gosh, so y'all, when my dad first got here, none of us speak Spanish, okay? But my dad was like, it was very, very, I think the only thing he knew was adios and hola. But now he's learned so much more. He gets out every single day. He goes and does his own thing, He gets his laundry done. He goes to the place. They do his laundry. He drops it off. They wash, dry, fold, make it all nice and pretty. He go pick it up and it's done. He can go pick up all his medications. And he's on quite a few medications because he had prior health issues. And so he's able to go in walking distance right up the street and get all of his medications, everything that he needs. Versus in the United States, you needed a car. Everything is far away. You're not able to do all the walking. Whereas here, he has that, sense of independence, and I love it, and he loves it. While I was away, I had time to kind of just sit back and regroup. Putting yourself out there for the world, that's a lot of pressure, and a lot of expectations. So I don't know, just took time for myself, and I was able to just enjoy the moment. We are almost out of the rainy season. The weather is starting to change. It's starting to be a lot cooler at night. Also during the day, we've survived all the hurricanes. There was no real damage or just a lot of wind here. Also, I want to give a shout out to Miss Connie and Miss Alicia. Oh my God. So, of course, y'all know I haven't been recording or anything, but I do be in these streets, and I saw them in Walmart. And when I tell y'all, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I ran into them. Miss Connie recognized me immediately, and I saw you in that store, and she walked up to me, and she was just like, oh, I know you. And it's just amazing. I see people all the time, our people all the time, and sometimes they speak, sometimes they don't, and that's okay. Everybody has, I guess, those moments where they just, whatever, for whatever reason, maybe have a bad day, maybe they don't want to see nobody. I don't have it, but anyway. I saw Miss Connie, and she immediately came and embraced me and was like, oh, I know who you are. I watch your show, and you're so amazing. Where have you been? We missed you. And, I just kind of told her, life has happened, and she just made me feel that it was okay to take that time. And she, told me that, she could not wait to see me again on TV. So, oh my gosh, we cried. She had me crying up in there. We right there in Walmart, and I'm just boo-hooing. That's just what I needed at that time. So thank you, Miss Connie. and so many other people that I have met along the way. Thank you guys. Of course, you guys know I'm well over 1,000 subscribers now. I'm making that YouTube money. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are not a subscriber right now, please go ahead right now and hit that subscribe button. Okay, can you do that for me? I need to make more money, more money, more money, okay? So, I think that's all, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Thank y'all for tuning in today. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Stay tuned.